Aloha, Rich Halverson here. This is ICS211, and in this video, I'm going to go over lab assignment 2. So, share my screen. All right. So, on the left, I have, okay, no, on the right, I have the lab assignment. That's like how it is in Lamaku. And first of all, you start out by doing lab 20.20-2, the rock, paper, scissors program, which I have over here on the left. And then you make the following modifications. You when you display the winner, you give a little bit more information. You give a little bit more information there. You say what the other guy had, and you add, instead of just rock paper scissors, you add two more plays, and one of them is Vulcan and one of them is Lizard. Okay, and this is the relationship between the different plays. Of course, if two if two if two players make the same play, it's a tie, and you do it again. But after that, the rock paper scissors is the same, but scissors beats paper, but scissors can also beat lizard, and paper can also beat rock, but paper can also beat Spock, and rock can not only beat scissors, but rock can also beat lizard. And then we have the Spock and lizard here, and we see the relationship between each of these new ones and the other four. You'll notice that each play can beat out can beat two of the other plays and lose to two of the other plays. So scissors, for example, can beat lizard and paper, but it loses to Spock or to a Vulcan and a rock. The same with rock can beat a scissors, can beat a lizard, but loses to paper and loses to Spock or to a Vulcan. Okay, so that's the enhancement, and then you just make a video. Okay, so let's start with okay, so let's start by seeing what it takes to get this working, and then we can enhance it to to add these other two plays, two different plays. Okay, so we start out. This explains how it works, and we're going to use a random number generator, which is going to output a 0 or 1 or 2, which represents the three, whatever they are, rock paper scissors, and so we're going to start out with this code down here, and so what I've done is I've put that here. Okay, so I've copied this code over to here, over into this Visual Studio uh, application. Okay, so first thing is a random object is created and a seed is read from the input and passed to the random object, and so that's this number here. So this is the seed for the random number generator, and the reason we have that is because when we test, we want to use the same sequence of random numbers each time, so we know what we're doing, so we can compare apples and apples. And so the seed is you generally would take that starts out a different random sequence. So you want to do the same seed every time as you're doing these tests to make sure you get the same results each time you run. All right, so first you're going to read two players' names, and so here's two players' names, and then you're going to read the number of rounds, and the number of rounds has to be a positive number, and if it's not a positive number, it's going to come back and say, no, the number of rounds has to be greater than 0 because you entered -3, you entered -4, no, it's got to be greater than 0, and then 4 is fine. So then it's going to output. So we've got Anna versus Bert for 4 rounds. Okay. Then we're going to use generate random numbers 0 through 2 for player 1, followed by player 2. So we're going to call this function twice, and then we're gonna keep on doing it until they're different. They'll probably be different most of the time, but uh, on the chance that they're not different, we we generate 2 more random numbers, and then it actually outputs results. Uh, it, it 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 plays the 2 values and outputs the result. So in this example here, you're going to input 82 because that's the random number seed. Doesn't matter what it is, some integer, and then 2 names. And then this is how many rounds you're going to do. So you're going to play 3 games. So it outputs this 3 rounds. And the first round, Anna wins with paper because Anna played paper and Bert played no, yeah, Anna played paper and Bert must have played rock. And next time Anna played paper and Bert must have played rock again, same 2 random numbers. The third time they both played made the same play, so it's a tie. The fourth time they did it, same, it's a tie. So then the fifth time, it says Anna wins with a rock, which means that Bert must have played scissors. So Bert plays scissors and Anna wins rock. And we see it tallied it up, it totaled it up. Anna wins 3 times and Bert wins 0 times. So that's the last thing we're supposed to do. We're supposed to sum up the number of times each of them wins. All right, so let's get started here. Let's see. First, we have we create a scanner object. We've got this rock paper. So these are constant values for whatever the random numbers are going to be. This is generates a random number object, and then this seeds it. So this reads an integer, and that's going to be the seed, which it's going to put there. And then this is what sets the seed for the random number. Okay, next we're gonna we let's we are going to ask the players' names. So we're gonna say I guess we're gonna say player. I gotta initialize the string player 1 name. I'll have that be the variable name. String player 2 name. That'll be the name of the player, and then I'm gonna read them in. I've read in the first. I've read in the seed, and then I'm going to read in, read in names, the 2 names. So it'll be player 1 name, player 1 name equals scanner dot get the next string. So that's just next. Yeah. So that'll get me player 1 name. That'll grab off player 1 name, then player 2 name. Same thing. Equals scanner dot next. Okay, so now I got my 2 player names. And then I'm gonna see how many rounds. The next one is the number of rounds, so I'm gonna say I gotta have a integer rounds. Yeah. And then I gotta do rounds equals scanner next int. Okay. All right, now I'm just going to leave this like it is, but beware that I did not do um, I did not do the reading in the uh, reading in an incorrect um, rounds number. Reading the number, if the value is below one, provide an error message. So I didn't put that in there, but basically you have to put a do loop. So I'm going to say add do loop. So you loop asking for the number of rounds until rounds is greater than 0. So so put a do loop around that statement to take care of that. Okay, I'm not going to do that. You can do that. Next, we're going to and then there's going to be an error message. You're going to have a loop and have an error message in there, blah blah blah. So then finally, when rounds is greater than 0, you're going to output a system out print line player name 1 versus space versus space plus player name 2 plus space 4 space quote plus that number of rounds. Okay, this isn't going to be quite right. You're gonna have to make that look better. But when this displays out, you're gonna have to fix that output statement. But anyway, so this is going to print out the player name versus player name 2 for that many rounds. All right. Wonder why. Okay, so and then we're gonna say then we're gonna get so we're gonna loop for the number of rounds. I'll do it for I int I equals 0 while I is less than the number of rounds. Increment I each time. And so first thing we're going to do inside this for loop is we're going to get the values, player 1 values. So there's going to be player 1 value. Okay, so we're going to have initialize some variables. So player 1 value, integer. It's int player 1 value. Ooh, that's and player 1 value int player 2 value. And then I got to add up the number of wins for each. So I'm going to say player int player 1 wins and int player 2 wins. So this is going to be the plays that we're going to get out of the random number generator, and each time we win, either player 1 will win or player 2 will win, then we will increment whichever one is the winner, and then at the very end we can print out the total number of the winners. Okay, so in this loop, this loop is going to do all the rounds, And at the very end, we can print out system out print line. I can say player one name plus wins plus player one wins. That's the number of player one wins plus and plus player two name wins player two wins. Those are the number of wins. Okay. So all this is saying is at the very end, wins. Right, that one. This is player. Okay, so this is in this loop, we're gonna play the rounds. And then when we're all done playing the rounds, we'll print out how many wins player one had and how many wins player two had. Okay, so now let's do what's inside the rounds. Okay, the first thing we got to do is we got to grab the plays. We should initialize the wins, the player wins and stuff to 0. Okay, so let me do that. Player wins, player one wins equals 0. Player two wins equals 0. Okay, now we're gonna grab a value for player one. So it's gonna be player one value equals rand dot next int. That's how you get another random integer. And this is here we put the maximum number plus 1, so it's 3. So we're going to return. We're going to get back a random number 0, 1, integer random number 0, 1, or 2. Okay, not 3. So that's what that is. So that'll get player one value, and then we'll get the player two value equals rand next int same, because it's going to be 0, 1, 0, 1, or 2. In other words, it's going to be rock, paper, or scissors. Okay, 0, 1, or 2. So that's what's going to come back. Player one is going to have a value between is going to be 0, 1, or 2. Player two is going to have a 0, 1, or 2. You gotta make sure they're not the same. So I'm going to put a do loop here. So I'll put the do loop in this time. You have to put the one up here, but I'll put this one in here. I'm going to do a do do something. Until no, while it's just while player one value is not equal to, I guess it's this thing. No, wait, no. We're gonna loop while they are equal. While they're equal. That's right. Yes, this is do while, not do until. That's enough. Do until it would be a different language. Okay, so while this is true, you want to loop. And each time you loop, you want to grab a player one value and grab a player two value. And you're supposed to print out a tie. You're supposed to say if it's tied. Okay, so we can just have that just here. If player one value equals player two value, then print out system out print line system dot out print line. Um, I think that works. I think since it's just a single statement after this, you don't need parentheses. Okay, so that's that. So while player one is equal to player two, we loop, and then once it's not, then we exit the do loop, and we have a player one and a player two value that are different. Okay, now we have to do this. You have as many if statements as there are combinations to do it. If player one value equals rock, rock, let's see. We can just have one if statement. And player two value is, oh, I got to do a, yeah, no, these are values. They're not strings. So I can do this. Equals rock beats paper. Paper. Then if that's true, then system out print line player name, player one name wins with rock. Okay, that's what you're supposed to do for this assignment. Like this, whatever. Player one wins with rock. And then we're gonna since player one won, we're gonna increment it. Player one wins plus one increment. Okay, and so that's what happens if player one has rock and player two has paper. So let's do the three. Let's do the three cases where the three different plays where player one would win. So we have this. I think we can just use an else. I think we should use uh, else if player one value equals so rock a paper and player two value equals paper beats oh no, rock beats scissors. I'm gonna make this scissors. Rock beats scissors, right? And paper beats rock. And I'm going to put these in here. Okay, paper, copy, paste. So we're okay, good. So player one wins with rock. Uh, player one wins with paper. And we have one more like this. Copy, paste, scissors beats the rock. Okay, rock beats scissors, paper beats rock, And the last one is scissors beats paper. Right. Scissors beats paper. Okay. So when wins with scissors. Okay, so we have although this might not pass because I think it's got to be lowercase. So anyway, you can tidy that up. Okay, so these are the three different cases where player one wins. Okay, and then we have three cases where player two wins. So we can just actually do something like take this and do another else. And here we're gonna do we're gonna reverse these two things. Okay, so I think I can do that. Make this a 2, make this a 1, and make this a 2. Make this a 2, make this a 1, make this a 2, and make this a 2. Scissors beats paper. And so scissors wins. Okay, so oh, and then but in these okay, 1, 2, 3, and these player 2 wins. That's right. Player 2 wins, player 2 wins, player 2 wins. Okay. So I think this is pretty much all you need to do for this over here. Okay. Pretty much. I'm not gonna run it. You can run it, but from my expert notes right here. So here, right. And I guess you actually don't really even these don't need to be else ifs, do they? Because it's only gonna be there's only one of them is gonna work. I mean, these are all mutually exclusive numbers. So I think we can actually just take out these, even though that's not very efficient. It's probably better to have it because it's more efficient. But anyway, okay, now, so that should take you through this, and now we get to do the enhancement part. The enhancement part is adding um, Lizard and Vulkan to this. So to add Lizard and Vulkan, we need to couple things. Oh, let's add. We got to add more constants, and I'm gonna make. See, I'm gonna make Lizard. Lizard. Lizard is going to be 3, and Spock, Spock is going to be 4. Okay, so we got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's fine. This says the names are fine. This is number of rounds is fine. You're gonna have to fix this by putting a loop there in case that someone enters a negative number for the number of rounds. And then if that's gonna be fine. This. Here we get the random numbers. Here we get the 2 plays, and it's gonna be between 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So instead of the boundary being 3, the boundary's got to be 5. Okay. Right. Okay, so now we need to, these are all good, but we need to add, okay, so this is when player, or when there were three possibilities, the number of different possibilities is 3 choose 2, which is 6, which is 3 choose 2 is 3 times 2 is 6 divided by 2 is 3. So it's 3. So there are, when you have 3 different possibilities, there are 3 different ways that you can pick 2. You can pick rock and scissors, you can pick paper and rock, and you can pick scissors and paper. Okay. And then you so if we assume paper um so so here we list, we take care of all those 3, but it's player 1 that gets the first one and player 2 gets the second one. And then we have to do it all over again because it's possible that the other one gets it. I mean, it's possible that player 1 gets rock and player 2 gets scissors, or it's possible that player 2 gets rock and player 1 gets scissors. So that's why we have to have each of those combinations there. For so basically we have all the ways that you can choose 3, and then we play them all. We list them all again, but we reverse the player 1 and the player 2. We reverse them, and that takes care of when the other guy wins. Okay. So we actually have got to add. It's not 3. It's not how many ways can you choose 2 out of 3 possibilities. It's how many ways can you choose 2 out of 5. Okay, so how many ways can you choose 2 out of these 5? Because it's 2 players, and so you can pick. You can pick. I'm going to put some comments. It's going to be a comment. I'm going to. What did I do? Oh, I see it. It does it automatically. I'm not used to using Visual Studio Code like I'm making you guys do. All right, so it's going to be something like on the left. I'm always going to put the winner. So we have rock. I'll say so. Let's okay. So we already have the winner. We already have. Let's see. We have rock scissors. Rock beats scissors, and we also have. I'm going to do it this way. Copy, paste. We also have rock beats. What else does rock beat? Lizard. So I'm going to put lizard here. Lizard. And that's right. I want to put what the other guy had. How did I say to do that? Beats rock with paper. Okay, so I'm going to say, so I'm going to change this to, okay, so I'm going to change all these first. I'm going to say player name 1 beats scissors with rock. And this beats lizard with rock. This is beats beats beat beats rock paper, and this one beats uh paper with scissors. And I should do the same thing down here. But I'll take care of that later. In fact, you can take care of this down here. So I'm not gonna bother with the comments here. I'm just gonna keep on here. Okay, so I've added the other two. So now we've got the two where rock beats, the two that rock beats. And then I'm going to add the two that I'm going to add the next one to that paper beats. Okay, this is going to be copy this, and I'll do like this. Paper beats. What else does paper beat? It beats Spock. If this is paper and this one is Spock, then player one beats Spock with paper. Okay. So now we've got the two wins for rock. We've got the two wins for paper. Let's do the two wins for scissors. And that is scissors beats paper. And what else does scissors beat? Scissors also decapitates the lizard. Okay. So rock beats a lizard and scissors beats a lizard. Okay. So scissors also, if this is a lizard, Lizard, then I can say that player one beats lizard with scissors. Paper, scissors, spot, paper, rock, paper, lizard, rock. Okay, so that takes care of so now we have, so we've got the two wins for rock, the two wins for paper, the two wins for scissors, and now we need the two wins for, I'll just take this here, put this down here. I'm going to do, I might as well do lizard next. So lizard beats paper. Lizard beats paper. And lizard also beats paper with lizard. Okay, so lizard beats paper. Lizard eats paper. Yeah, I could say eats. And then let's so this is lizard eating paper. And the next one is lizard also poisons Spock. So this can be Spock and beats Spock with lizard. Okay, so lizard beats paper and lizard beats Spock. Lizard beats paper, lizard beats Spock. Okay, so that's lizard. So now I've got rock winning, paper winning twice, scissors winning twice, lizard winning twice, and now we just need Spock winning twice. So let's cheat a little bit. Spock beats scissors and Spock beats rock. Spock beats. Why am I looking with scissors? No. Spock beats scissors. Spock beats scissors. Spock beats with Spock. Okay, so Spock beats scissors and Spock also beats rock. So here, this is this one, Spock. So that one. E. Paste, and this I'm gonna say Spock beats rock with Spock. Spock beats rock and Spock beats scissors. Okay, so that's 10 of them. Should be 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So that takes care of when player one wins. All these are player one wins. Now we just have to take copy all of these for when player 2 wins. So I guess I didn't make this very easy, but basically you can copy all these, copy them, all 10 of them, change player 1 to player 2 and player 2 to player 1, just like I did down here. Or you could just, let's see, you could, you're going to insert one here, you're going to insert one here, then you're going to insert a bunch here. So this is rock, scissors, and you have rock, lizard. Rock, lizard. But it's 2 and 1. 2, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, it's 2 things. All right. So you can put the next one here, put the next one here, and then copy these 4 down. These last 4, and put those down here, and then just switch player 2 with player 1, player 1 with player 2. All right, is that all I have in my notes for this? I think that's it, and then this thing will print it all out. So that should help you with number 2, with lab number 2, and both the getting it done in Zybooks and the enhancement. All right, hope this helps. Thanks for watching.